sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. First down, Mariota. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Mariota. Steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's the linebacker, Shane McClellan, with a pick. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw with the first.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play fake. Rivers. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man right side is Ingram. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Mariota now. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, and when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a 1st quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Spinning away. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Saquon Barkley, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we... Rosas now to kick this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Well, going deep here for Taylor. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
0.
First down, Rivers. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, go orange.
Play action now. Rivers. And it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
0.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 82 yards. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mariota on first down. The throw taken in by Taylor left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll throw again. Mariota. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Rivers now to throw on first down. This is Coleman with the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Let's go. Cluster, cluster, cluster.
Here's a give to Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
3rd and long for Rivers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's Mariota. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Mariota again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Cluster.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Now Rivers, and the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
Oh, yeah! Let's go. Hey, go orange, run for it.
Rivers now on second down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A handoff to Barkley. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Brown! Buffalo walk, Buffalo. Buffalo walk, Buffalo.
Second down, Rivers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
0.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, I'm going to go road it.
On third down, Barkley. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. The Giants going for 2. This is an area they struggled with last year. They were just 1 for 5 in 2017. Here's Rivers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
12. Red.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Rivers. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the first down keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Red! Red!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And now the spin. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
Let's go.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they thought they were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll run with Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Giants on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Rivers to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Following the interception here, Rivers. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The pitch goes to Barkley. Fighting him off. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They go play action. Rivers. Over the middle to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they will take a 7-point lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This is Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Rivers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Barkley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Rivers here to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And again the footwork. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,